Yes, Harry Shotter in the place, reporting live for dnbmuzik.com. Good friend of mine to the left, is the left, didn't it? I had to do that then. Yeah, Heist is in the place today. Let's take it right back though, bro. Like, literally, how did you get into music? Just music, not even drum and bass, just the whole music thing.
Music, I mean, it's a bit of a cliche thing, but Michael Jackson was, you know, at the time for me, currently releasing stuff, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s. For me, like Bad, Thriller, all of those things there, I just picked up on, and I didn't have any kind of music kind of, you know, I was just listening to stuff that I liked. So I had those kind of things in my life, and then actually the first kind of rave thing that come along that I liked was Technotronic.
Okay.
Pump Up the Jam. Remember that?
I think I remember it vaguely.
It was
yeah.
on a 7-inch. I had it on a 7-inch from Andy's Records, and you know, rave music as it was then seen by the sort of like general public was just starting to bubble, and you know, in the underground the break beats were all getting sped up, and it was all starting to happen. You know, house was getting played at wrong speeds, I think, and things like that. And stuff like Groove and Fabio, you know, and Goldie were all kind of experimenting, getting that pop bubbling. Basically, I just kind of got the bug then, and just I knew that was what I wanted to do. And from then, people like Moving Shadow, Metalheadz, Reinforced Records, even old Ram stuff like Good Looking Records, all of those real old seminal imprints were the kind of, you know, some of them weren't even doing what we call drum and bass then.
Right,
they were doing hardcore, they were doing like 4/4 like slow techno and stuff like that.
Wow.
And I'm truly blessed to have been able to see the whole history from, you know, tape packs and just not even being able to sort of like know what records to buy, to where I am now, really, and I'm truly blessed for that.
What did you get the bug for first? Was it DJing or making beats?
I was definitely DJing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 record shops in my town, and you know, when a lot of people will remember this, it always used to be about getting in to the record shops, making sure you're there before the delivery, trying to get those white labels that there's only like 2 or 3 copies of if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And getting there before the other budding DJs and getting those exclusives, man. And I just used to buzz off that, and if I couldn't get them in Colchester, I'd often hop on the train, head down to Black Market, head down to Oxford Street, even HMV would have a few things kicking about in the racks. Deep Freeze in Camden, you know, Section 5 in Chelsea. There was loads of record shops, and it was it was a whole big thing, buying tunes, supporting the scene, paying your money, getting your music, and just being part of that.
Yeah, because that's kind of gone now, isn't it,
man?
Gone. I used to like, I mean, I used to buy a lot of hip hop records. I used to love going West End. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saving up my cash, going to the shops, talking to the guys. There's a little community vibe as well.
Paying into your music,
Do you know what I mean?
Supporting it.
Now everyone kind of like gets together online on forums and discusses stuff. Whereas back in the day, you used to talk in the shops.
Exactly. It was a social thing. It was a get together thing, and I remember being at college and actually spending more time in the record shops trying to get those tunes and talking to people than actually going to lessons, and subsequently I actually left college. It didn't really work for me.
So was you part of the dub plate culture as well? Did you used to press up dubs?
Yeah, I used to head down to down Holloway Road, down to Music House.
Okay.
And you know, queue up sometimes for a long time just to cut, you know, maybe three little sort of dub plates. You get to meet all sorts of characters. Again, it's another social thing. You know, I remember seeing Intellects down there and Groove, and you know, I wasn't even making tunes then, so I was just some nobody really, and just able to still kind of socialise and talk to these people was a big thing, man. Again, that's all kind of gone now.
So basically, with producers and stuff, who were the guys that kind of inspired you to start getting into the beats, man? Who was the guys that you was like growing up on them days, probably in college and whatnot? Who were the guys that was really killing it for you?
It was Dillinger.
Dillinger's one of my favourite producers of all time, bro. I always say that.
He's just a scientist. I mean, without blowing smoke, the guy is just like, you know, everybody I know has got an inspiration from him. And for me personally, it was Dillinger, Die, Photech, Optical, you know, Goldie. These people were the sort of people I looked to that made me want to make the jump from just playing music to actually trying to create it and you know, bring something of my own. And it's funny because Dillinger was the first person to even really get in touch with me
Wow.
when I started. It's so weird because it's almost like, you know, you're playing football and all of a sudden the Manchester United coach rings you up.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
I hear that.
Like, it was
I hear
this,
that.
I was just like, this isn't actually happening. But yeah, you know, I had good schooling from him in the beginning.
Yeah. And you mentioned Goldie as well, man. You guys go back. You've got a lot of history. You work with
Yeah.
Goldie. Do you still work with Goldie now?
Yeah, I mean, we're taking a break at the moment because he's actually emigrated to Thailand for a little while.
Oh wow.
Well, maybe for the foreseeable future he's out there. I mean, he's coming backwards and forwards, but I've engineered for him in the studio as Roughage Crew and as Goldie Productions for the last 7 years. Again, that was another call I got.
Wow.
It was just like, this isn't Goldie on the phone, you know, and it was like, yeah, I've just listened to your tune on the BBC, and it's just like,
Yeah, you thinking it's one of your mates.
surreal. It's surreal. I have to big up Fabio and Groove Rider as well, because like they were part of that. They were part of me getting out there, playing my music on national radio.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody else could really do that at the time for me.
Yeah.
You know, I had Annie Mac and a few other, you know, Zane Lowe and a couple of other people playing the odd thing. But Fabio and Groove Rider, when they were on Radio 1, religiously supported me.
I used to hear a lot of your music on there, man, when I was on the road and whatnot.
And I can never thank them enough for that, because they helped get me established as the artist I am today.
Because you've worked on various labels as well, man. Just break down some of the labels you've had tunes on and stuff. Quite varied, right?
Yeah, lots of different labels. Sort of like more, sort of just little touching ones was like Shy Effects' Digital Soundboy. I had something on a very early release on there. Full Cycle, which was Ronnie Size's label, which not many people got in on. I think the last few people were me and Sigma. We got on there before it stopped operating.
Right.
Obviously, I've been on Metalheads, Players,
Wicked,
Low Down Deep, and yeah, Twisted.
That's varied, man. I like that, because me personally as well, like before I was even like MCing to drum and bass, I like all the styles. From Ed Rush and Not Too Cool right down to like a tear out banger from Maggie, you know, No Pleasure.
Yep.
So how do you feel about this so-called split in the scene? Do you see it as...
I see it very, very clearly. I mean, there's always been a bit of a split, but you know...
It's a lot more transparent these days, isn't it, man?
It's
like...
splitting and then they're splitting, you know? It's like, God, it's crazy. There's all sorts of kind of theories as to what's going on, and I don't like to divulge too much into there or look into it, because some of my friends are in this so-called split of the people that aren't, you know, there's people frowning upon Jump Up, and there's people that don't like Liquid, and it's just like, at the end of the day, it's a matter of opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't mean it's right, but music's a personal thing, and you have to kind of, I think you have to just have your own opinion on it, man, but don't feel that it's the only way, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, there is a split.
It's funny, man. But I just wanted to ask you, because obviously you're someone, you said, like you said, I'm pre-drum and bass. You've come up through it through all the cycles, man. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to get your perspective on it.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, you must have seen a lot, of changes in the industry and stuff, man. How do you view drum and bass in general? How do you view the scene right now?
Well, again, from seeing it from when it was early days and there was only a handful of producers to what there is now. Yeah. I mean, anybody can be a producer these days if you want to give it a go, and you've got some kind of, you know, something inside that you want to try and expose. So yeah, I mean, it's stronger than ever. There's scenes all over the world, you know, with thanks to the internet and things like that. And I know the internet hasn't always been a good thing, you know. Music sales generally now are
gift and a curse, isn't it, kind of thing?
Exactly, it's a double-sided sword, man, and you know, but it has been able to make music travel throughout the whole globe, and now we have got scenes all over the place, and I like to think that people like you and I are ambassadors for that scene, and we go all over the world. You know, last year I went to America 3 times, travelled, I can't even remember how many times I went to Belgium, and all over the place, man, like all countries all over the place, and I feel truly like lucky to be doing that, really.
No, yeah, man, we are blessed, man. But one thing I definitely want to touch on before we skate out of here is the Sumo night. Sumo Beats.
Yeah, Sumo
It's a big
Beats.
night, man. I mean, remember, must have done one of the first ones, man. It's really grown, isn't it?
You were on the third ever one we did.
Third
you know
one,
that?
okay,
yeah.
wicked.
And yeah, I mean that was a good night. But like, you come down for my birthday last year.
Yeah, that was incredible, bro. That was a wicked set.
I just
crowd. Because the thing about the Sumo crowd, they're so lively. They're proper fans of the music, man. You can tell that.
And they are actually all together. Like, it's not like The thing with Sumo is, what I really love about it the most is that we've got a nice group of wicked people together. They get together once a month for Sumo Beats. They don't really get together. They might get together, a few of them every now and again, and go to a rave or something, but everybody gets together under that roof there, and that's what it's all about. It's not about the set for me. It's not about like trying to make money. It's about the bringing together of people, and then artists coming in like yourself and recognising it. There's no reward you can, you know what I mean, get like that. Honestly, it's a really special thing that we've got, and it's 4th year running now we're into.
Wow.
So we're looking forward to celebrating that this year, and still doing it monthly, man. And
Wicked.
Anybody that runs anybody that's a promotion or anything like that knows that running a monthly event is no small feat. It's constantly constant. It's like you finish and you start straight after. As soon as the night's finished, it's like, right, the next one's happening in 4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, of course. Gotta keep it moving, man.
So the cog just keeps rolling, and I love it. I wouldn't change it. Like, I do really love that. I'm not a promoter. I'm an artist having a party once a month. That is exactly what I am.
That's the vibe. That is the vibe.
It's starting to look like I'm a promoter because I'm starting to get involved with, we've got some beats this year that I'm going to be doing. I've just got the Jungle Mania. Is Jungle Mania? Yeah, Jungle Mania we're doing next month at the Coronet. We're doing room 2 with them. Okay. I've got a couple of other things bubbling away, and I'm happy to sort of like put the brand in with other people.
Yeah, of course.
Because like I say, I'm not a promoter. I'm not trying to turn it into the next big thing. It's just it's a good collection of people, and I think people like yourself recognise that. Other promoters are seeing that and want to try and integrate that into what they're doing. And
it's a good look, man.
It's wicked, man.
It's a good look. I think it's going to go from strength to strength, man.
I hope so. Yeah. It's still growing. Like it's not got to the stage where we need to move our venue. I love the venue we're in. It's a very underground kind of styled venue, but we have quality sound system, quality artists, a really good up and coming, new artists. All of those are really high spec, and they are really good. And I think I'm sort of supporting the best in new artists around the area as well.
That's good, man. Bringing them through, bro. But before we roll out, any exclusives? What you got coming next, man? With tune-wise, any collaborations with any producers? I know you work with Pleasure quite a bit. Yeah. What's coming up, man?
So what's coming up? Well, it's been on the hob for a while, but the Metalheads EP is starting to come to a sort of head now.
Wicked.
Myself and Goldie and TC1 have been sort of like talking, going over tunes. I've been submitting, and I think we're nearly there with that. So that's hopefully coming. I've got 3 singles on Sumo Beats because Sumo's been a bit quiet. We've been concentrating on the other labels because I also run Calypso and Collab, which are my other 2 labels. Okay. On those labels, we're sort of exposing other artists at the moment. We just had a Voltage LP out. Before that, we had a TI EP out. We've got Seth on the way. Possibly some collaborations with Logan D as well. We've got a couple of things on the boil, and I'm hoping to get some stuff done with Maggie and Pleasure this year too.
Wicked, man.
So yeah,
so loads coming up from Mr. Heist this year.
Plenty to come, mate. Yeah, just going to keep cracking on.
You're going to hear about it on the website dnbmuzik.com. Once again, big up Heist. Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, this is DJ Heist. We're here for dnbmuzik.com, and we're out.